this is Kirra Pinkerton. I'm a professional surfer, and this is the American Athlete. One event a year, we get US Open. It feels like you're waiting all this time. So to have something every 4 years, I would love to make it there, and I'd love to be in the LA 2028 Olympics. That's definitely the goal. I was pretty much born on a surfboard. I grew up between here and Kauai. My dad would push me down rivers and just keep me around the ocean, and I grew to love it. I started competing when I was like 6 or 7 years old. I just loved being around my friends and family at the beach. I loved the competitive aspect. I was super competitive. I didn't care what anyone else thought. I just wanted to win. And I was like that until probably about 16 or 17 years old. And then I just fully lost every bit of love for surfing. I found that competing against your friends is just, it's not fun. And the last few years of my life has been finding ways to love the sport and not care so much about the competitive aspect, just care about where it brings me and the people I get to meet. I'm super about movement. I think movement is so important when it comes to surfing. If you're stiff, you're probably not going to be flowing the way you want to. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of mobility work and meditations, kind of breath work, just stuff to keep you in the flow and rhythm. It's pretty much 80% mental. I mean, some of my favorite surfers have never been on tour because their mental in heats is just not very strong. I see that a lot in myself. I wanted to be a very mentally strong person, and I've always just told myself I was, rather than actually working on what it takes to be a mentally strong person. And you lose more than you win, and I think it's taking those losses and making them wins rather than defeating yourself in the end. It was actually right before COVID. I was doing contests and they were going super well, and then COVID hit and it wasn't surfing contests, obviously no one was. And I went on free surf trips, and I really loved surfing for the free surfing, good waves, warm water. And then coming back into competing, I was like, cold water, 1 foot, this is not fun, why am I here? So it took me a lot of time to just kind of take a different look at it. I went from winning contest after contest to losing first heat for years. So that really hurt, and it felt like it took a piece of me, but it was the best thing that ever happened because I don't think I would be where I am today without it. I hate crowds. I will absolutely not surf with people. I make a fool of myself sometimes. I get angry. I love 1 foot grovel right now. I don't know why. I've just been loving it. I think when you surf big waves for so long and you get hurt so much, you just want to surf 1 foot beach rigs. So yeah. This event's been going on maybe longer than I've been alive. And I grew up coming down here. My dad used to work at one of the booths, so I was always running around, watching the contests, looking up to so many people I'm actually surfing against now. So I think the US Open is huge for not just people who don't surf, but I think for kids growing up to come and see the environment and just feel the vibes. It's just such a energetic place to be. And Huntington's where we grow up learning how to surf most contests. So to kind of take all of that work we've put in our entire lives to put it into this event, and it kind of feels like a huge achievement. Everyone who sat in this seat wants to make the World Tour, the CT. That's been my goal forever, and I would love to make it there. I think in the long run, my goal is to be there, but I would love to eventually move on and help the next generation. I would love to maybe help out with the WSL in the next events or just different calls. I think surfing is amazing for me, and I think it keeps me grounded, but I also think it's even better when I get to help someone else too. I have been waiting, a few months for this one. It's the rankings leader for the North America region. And yeah, I felt like there was a few years where I just couldn't get my rhythm. And then finally last year I got a few wins, and it's just kind of projected this momentum into this event here today. So I'm happy to have gotten this after a heat win. I'm always like next day, next thing, but I feel like if I can slow down and appreciate all of the hard work I've put in, maybe I'd actually get more out of it. So I feel like maybe I'll celebrate tonight and have a dinner. I don't know.